For the third straight year, the Capital Athletic Conference sent a group of student athletes to the NCAA Convention, this year located in the Music City, Nashville, Tennessee. 9 CAC Student Athlete Advisory Committee leaders from 6 conference institutions attended this year's convention, held at the immaculate Gaylord Opryland Resort in mid-January. The CAC student athletes participated in a variety of activities and meetings each day, including a Division III SAAC Special Olympics event, National SAAC and CAC meetings, workshops, the Division III Issues Forum, and social events, culminating with the opportunity to witness the debates and voting by institutional delegates on the Division III legislation. The CAC first sent student-athlete representatives to the NCAA Convention in 2015, including Frostburg State University volleyball player Kayla Porter, who now serves as the vice chair on the NCAA National SAAC and will serve as the chair next year.
My role as the vice chair is to assist in anything that the chair needs. So I assist him in helping run meetings and planning meetings. Him and I talk a lot outside of our meetings and go over different initiatives and working group agenda items. We cover all the pieces of legislation that are going to affect all the student athletes. Another thing that we do is student athlete-based initiatives, and so we've done You Can Play videos and It's on Us, and hopefully within the next coming year we're going to be doing more with mental health and sportsmanship and game environment.
Once we got here and I just saw all the people, all the student athletes and the ADs and the committee members, really just took off on its own, and it was a really cool experience to be here with all these different people.
I was able to talk to a lot of the SAAC members, and I have now a new perspective on different issues that I can address to my school and that we can incorporate those ideas.
The experience that I had here was amazing. I got to meet a lot of new people, made a lot of connections, and I can't wait to bring a lot of new ideas and share this with my campus and help all of the student athletes around.
So I really like the menu sessions. There are these sessions that we could choose. There's a huge list of them, and I picked the first one was the mental health session, and I think that's really important. Although we are athletes and we are taught to kind of be tough, it's really important to kind of break that stigma of mental health and relay that message that it's okay to have an issue, or it's okay to have a bad day or anything like that. We don't have to be mentally tough all the time. And I really like the opening business session as well.
When I first got chosen to come to this, I just got over the moon excited, was looking into all the possibility of things that I can attend and be a part of, whether it was menu sessions or just meeting people from around the NCAA, both athletic directors, commissioners, other student athletes. It was just a really overwhelming experience, to be a part of.
Just to get to know people from different parts of the country as well, people from the West Coast, the South, the Midwest. So it was just cool to see how different people work and how we're pretty much all the same, D3 athletes, just playing for the love of the game, and that's really neat to connect with people like that.
But I also really enjoyed all the business sessions. I loved seeing how the voting went down, and I love seeing all of the presidents speak and the different ADs as well get their voice.
Just the networking opportunities that you get through meeting all of these very important people. After graduation, I'm not going into any type of athletic career, but I still was able to get a lot of leadership experience.
I made a lot of new friends, I made a lot of new connections. I talked to people like ADs from across the coast, across the country.
The Special Olympics event was awesome. It's really hard for us at CNU to get Special Olympics to our campus, so every opportunity that we get to work with Special Olympics is really fun. We played flag football, and we all split up into different teams, and then we went from station to station. So some were stretching and some were actually playing flag football, and you really got to have that connection with the Special Olympic athletes, which I think is really cool and unique to the Division III.
I think with the Special Olympics athletes was a very rewarding opportunity for the kids who did attend it. We got to play flag football and just really interact with them. I made some really good friendships with them, and they were just super excited that we were there and really grateful for it.
My favorite event usually of convention is the Special Olympics event, and this year I feel like it's the best that it's ever been. We had a very large room, a lot of people show up, and the Special Olympics athletes had a ton of fun, and I think that we probably had more fun than they did. It's really the best experience that I can say that I've had coming to convention on National SAAC.
The
And
Special Olympics event, that was, really neat. That's always like a gratifying moment just to like play flag football with them and see their faces, and they're excited to be there and they're having a good time. It translates to us having a good time, and it was just a good overall experience to go play football with them and just with everybody there, and everybody was just so happy, and it was just a good experience.
The Special Olympics have a special place in my heart, and I loved seeing them being able to play flag football and just seeing them having a great time. I was able just to cheer them on. I couldn't participate, but it was an amazing experience for me just to see them be happy and be able to interact with collegiate athletes.
so this is my third convention. My first convention was at Nashville Harbor, and it absolutely blew my mind what everything the NCAA did and how much they really value the student athlete opinion. And so over the years, and I just have grown to learn that even more. And every time I talk to a president or an athletic director, sit in with president's council or management council, it really just surprises me at how much they really do value our opinion.
I really liked that we could see how the NCAA legislation is composed and how everything works in the underlying features of NCAA and the behind the scenes work. So I really thought that was cool, and also seeing that SAAC has a really loud voice, and in every single one of the legislations, someone from National SAAC was able to give their perspective and represent the student athlete voice.
Our voice is heard. That's something that is probably a misconception, that people think that our voice isn't heard, but our voice was well represented here at the convention.
I had no idea how loud the SAAC voice was on a national level. I honestly didn't really know that there was a overall national SAAC body that has that seat at the table.
It's important for us to have a voice, is what I learned being here. It's showing that we do have an input and that we actually do matter, and the administrators that are here definitely showed us that they do care.
Meet as many people as you can. It's a great networking opportunity for you to meet people and enjoy the experience.
Don't stay necessarily with the people that go meet new people, and that's kind of what we did as a whole group. We kind of went out and met different people. So I would say just take it all in, go to as many menu sessions as you can, different experiences, attend your conference meetings, and anything that you want to get involved in, definitely do that.
Definitely take the time to get to know the other CAC athletes, as well as the Division III athletes, but especially the CAC athletes, because those are the people that we compete against, and it's really cool to see what they're into and experience their sports and kind of be friendly with them on a different level.
You only get this opportunity every once in a while, so take it for everything you can.
Make sure that you talk to a lot of people, and I know that was something that I was nervous to do at my first convention, but you meet so many great people and you can network, and those people are going to help you get future jobs and athletic careers, and just take in everything, absorb it. There's so much to learn here, and it really is just an amazing process and organization.
Get yourself out there, talk to as many people as possible, and just network, because it's the greatest opportunity.
Make connections with people in your field. If you're an exercise science major, it's an awesome opportunity to come here. You get to meet people from the Sports Science Institute. Just network. It's great.
Next year I'll be taking on a more extensive role as the chair of National SAAC, and I'm really hoping to see more Capital Athletic Conference student athletes here so that they can have the wonderful experience of convention like I've had the pleasure of having.